Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingils.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingils here. You're listening to us on Building Fortunes Radio. It's www.buildingfortunesradio.com. We do this radio show segment whenever Lisa Mercier is in town and available. She is so busy, either flying around or building a business or doing some other stuff. We don't always get a chance to be able to get her on our radio show, but we got her live, and I think we're throwing in, yep, there she is. There's a special guest who's coming in right now as well. We're going to have her here on a radio show too. But I just want to share with you, I met Lisa as a result of doing some radio shows. She was a guest host. One thing led to another, and we asked her to be on this radio show specifically because she's such a powerful person relative to building a business, and she's absolutely flat out earned the right to be able to be considered a great coach. She's gone through, coaching school and everything else like that, but she works with people. She's spiritual in nature as well. She's got a great heart, hard worker, and has built up a team of people that have helped carry her through some of the things that she's been going through as well. So one of the cool things that I did was every Tuesday night, just before we get started, I give her a chance to call up and say, hey, are we going to be able to be live, or do we have to do a replay today? And today we're one of those live ones. And she has a special guest here today as well we're going to talk to and bring a little bit of special flair into what's going on in her world as well. So, Lisa, thanks for being here.
Hey, Peter. Thanks for having me tonight. Yeah, it's been a little while, hey?
Yep, sure has been. You're up in Canada. But
I was actually in your neck of the woods last week. We should have went for coffee or something.
So close, so close. She was up in Canada, came down to Orlando. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
but anyways,
so cool.
thanks for. Hopefully your trip went well, and thanks for being back, and you're bringing a friend.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, it's a huge blessing to be a part of a company where I can hang out with my son for a week and not work at all and still be making money every day. So it's been an incredible journey. So I'll just quickly share my story. I mean, I started on this program 3 years ago. I was suffering from depression and anxiety really bad to the point where I was actually suicidal and thinking about jumping off a cliff. And the only reason I didn't jump is because I thought I'd break my neck and be worse off. And so I have tried everything and anything. I've tried the doctor route. I've tried many, many things, naturopaths, you name it. I tried it. Nothing had worked for me. And I'm also a 7-time loser in these kinds of businesses, to be honest. I've literally failed 7 different times. I've always thought that multi-level marketing could work, but it never had worked for me for a long term. I'd had small successes here and there, but nothing ever long term. And but what happened is, for once in my life, people started asking me about the products, and I called my coach up and said, I don't want to do this business, but I'd have to be really mean to not share how well I feel with my family and friends. And so basically my coach said to me, do you want your products for free? And I was like, yeah, of course. She's like, okay, all you have to do is add them to our testimonial page and then get them on a phone call with me. And I just thought that was brilliant. I was like, wow, I don't have to sell my family and friends. Like, that's crazy to me. And so I got my products free in my first month because 5 of my friends, just 5 friends joined me, and I got my products free. 10 months, this is what happened. In my 10th month, I signed up a friend of mine who started sharing her story with everybody and anybody that would listen. And out of nowhere, I earned a free trip to Robert Redford's cottage. And at the time, I had no idea who Robert Redford was, so it was quite humorous at the time. I was like, what? Who is this Robert Redford? And luckily, I earned this trip. I went on it. I met the company, fell in love with the company, obviously loved the products. I mean, I lost 30 pounds and had maintained it at this point, and my energy was amazing. And so I decided to jump in. And for the past 2 years, I've made over $225,000, and I've earned 6 free trips. And I mean trips. Like I went to Dubai a few months back where I got everything paid for. We stayed at the Atlantis Hotel. It's like that's the second best hotel in the world. So it's been an incredible journey. But what the best part is, take away the money, take away the trips, I get to meet amazing people. And I actually have met May Ann a couple times, but this past week I got to see her and sit next to her, and I was so inspired by her because we had an event in Florida, and a lot of us went. A lot of us brought our families. It was just this big party, big event where we can meet each other and know each other better. And I got to sit next to May Ann, and I just fell in love with her. And so I have a huge vision for this lady. I see her as being the next executive, one of the next executives on my team. And if you ever want to know what an executive makes, I can definitely let you know that. But let's just say it's a very good income. It's definitely 6 figures a year for sure. So here you go. This is May Ann. She has no idea what she's going to say or do. I sprung it on her last minute. But here you go, May Ann. Just please share your story. What happened to you on the products, and you have been able to get your products free in your very first month as well. So I'd just love for you to share your story.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Oh my gosh, this is so impromptu to me, no? So, hi, how are you, everyone there? So, this is May Ann, and I'm 51 years old this coming May. And last year, I was diagnosed with severe a kind of pain that I have numbness to my arms, tingling sensation on my fingers. And in other words, like in the 50s, a lady on her 50s is struggling on her menopausal stage. So meaning, I am having a hot flashes, and also cannot sleep at night, and I had 8. Sometimes I woke up in the morning, even if I sleep 8 hours, I feel so tired and no energy to go to work. In other words, I'm falling apart. So I've tried every system in the area, but unfortunately, it's not working for me. And instead, my money is gone to waste, and in other words, it's not working for me. So I feel depressed, and my anxiety is so high. When I met a girl, her name is Danish, and she's a friend of my partner. She introduced me to this system. So when I did this system, in the first 8 days of the system, all the pain that I've noticed or I've been suffering for the past years, it's been gone. Lucky, I'm so impressed with the system, and I'm so in love with the system, and I cannot hold myself not to share it to anyone. Like, for example, when you eat in a restaurant and you like the food in the restaurant, right? You need to share it to any friends of yours, right? So when I shared the system to my friends, I got back the kit for free in the first month. And then now I'm on my 6.5 months already with the system, and I got this position, and I've earned the trip to Orlando where we train ourselves for the system, for the program. But I used the income. I got all the expense from my income on the program. So that's it. So I'm hoping in the next couple of months I'll be hitting the position that I'm eyeing for, and by sharing. I told my friends I'm not selling. I'm just sharing my stories. That's it. So it's very easy. Yeah.
Now, for you, it's your first name is pronounced May Ann?
Yeah, May Ann. May Ann. Mayannn.
So, May Ann, where are you from originally?
I am from Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, okay. So, Lisa had shared with us a picture on your Facebook site, and I couldn't really see anything about you because you were covered up in that snowsuit. All I could see was a big smile and a couple of eyes.
Yeah.
And it was really kind of cute. So I was, from being in Florida, you realize that would be something you wouldn't have to bring home. You know, you don't have to pack up the snowsuit, at least for another 10,000 years. So, I just saw that was so cute. But I think you're also Filipino.
Yes, I'm a Filipino, and I'm so excited because this coming December, the system that we're into right now, or the program, we are launching it in the Philippines. That's why I would like to invite everyone, every kababayan, which we call our Filipino friends, to take a look on this system. It's really promising. All the products are promising, as well as all the whole program or the system is very, very promising. I mean, with regards to the business as well.
So back to a little bit about your background. I was kind of trying to listen in when you were speaking about your personal situation. You started having a large amount of pain, and
yes,
as a result of being on the products, within a pretty quick period of time, you were able. We can't say cure or anything else like that. The reality is that you're on the products and made a very big difference in the level of pain that you're feeling, and now some amazing things have happened. So what did you do, or what were you on, and for how long before you started with this company and this product line right now? So tell us a little bit about what life was like before that and for how long.
For the past 5 years of before I jumped into the system, I was really suffering from this kind of pressure on my arms and my hands and my knee. And I've tried lots of, system around the area. I mean, in every aspect of like going to the health store and everything, just to try every supplements that's in the market, but still the pain is not going. And much more of that, I was hooked up on an acetaminophen that I'm drinking 8 pieces of that for the pain reliever, just to ease the pain in me. And it's not good because 8 pieces or 10 pieces in a day I'm drinking just to ease the pain. Wow. So I was so depressed, yes. I was so depressed. And luckily my partner introduced me to her friend, and she has doing the system as well. So I've tried, and it's a win-win solution. Why not try it, right? At least I've tried before other system, and then I'll for the last time I'll be trying again this time. Then luckily it's effective for me.
So prior to the pain coming, you were more or less normal before then, and all of a sudden something just happened?
No, due to my age, right? I'm 50, so a lot of my metabolism is going wild already. There's hot flashes and everything. No normal sleep. Cannot sleep. Always tired like that.
Right. So you were So just as a result of getting a little bit older, you found that you had, the hot flashes, which is the hormone thing. You girls,
Yes, yeah.
You girls get the short end of the stick relative to the hormones. We don't get them as much, or as, you know what I mean? Like the guys are a little bit easier with that sort of stuff. But then all of a sudden you get the hormones flying, a little bit of the aging stuff going on, some of the pain.
Yes,
all of a sudden the depression starts kicking in as well. Where would you be?
And the anxiety,
Yeah, and then, you're taking whatever kind of the over-the-counter painkillers. Did the doctors have any, did you see doctors? Were they trying to kind of prescribe something for you as well? Or what kind of treatments maybe did the medical profession try to give you?
Yeah, they tried everything. They had me gone every test on the numbness that's been going on my self and or my arms, and then last 4 weeks ago the hand and wrist clinic called me, and because it's severe already and I had to go surgery for this one. So when I did the system, my doctor didn't know that after 6.5 months they called me, and then they told me I don't need to go surgery because I don't need it anymore. They didn't see anything, nothing, because I don't need surgery because of what I did. And they asked me, "What are you doing?" And then I told them I'm in the system, and then they told me, "Okay, just go ahead on what you do because it's doing good for you."
Right. So if you had not found this product line in this system, more than less likely the doctor would have had you do surgery, and then who knows if that would have helped, So, and then you might have started the negative cascading spiral based on that as well. So you found a natural alternative to be able to help you with energy, the pain's going away, the inflammation's probably going away as well. You have attitude as far as those things are happening as well. So talk to us a little bit about, like, what started and what happened in the first couple of days. So did you start with belief that this was going to help, or did you start with disbelief that this was going to help? Tell us a little bit about, like, what was your thought process as you started your 8-day challenge?
So I thought the 8-day challenge is just like a normal, the normal thing in the in other products out there in the market. So I've noticed the changes in me on the 3rd day, because all the pain that, especially on my knee and my back pain and then my sleep, it's already normalized. It did normalize on that part. That's why I feel great, and I feel so surprised, because the feeling of you wanted people to feel what you feel. That feeling.
Sure.
I wanted to share right away that, hey, I feel great. I feel you will hate yourself if you will not share it. You know what I mean? That's
so what was it like?
That happened.
What was it like in the first day where you had the absence of pain? Meaning, like, when you first noticed that you didn't have it anymore. What was that like?
It's like you're renewed. I mean, you're a new you. It's like that. It's like it's like a computer. You've been rebooted. It's like a computer that you've been rebooted that feeling of, and the feeling of you're like a newborn baby, like that feeling.
So then you stayed on the product. Did you do the product for weight loss as well, or did you do it mostly for the other benefits?
Actually, the weight loss is the bonus part. But actually, I did the system because of the health and wellness in it. I like very natural, because it's an eye opener for me. Because when my mom died 3 years ago, she is really, you can you can see her how she suffered from her diabetes and all the sickness and everything. But I don't want to see myself in that kind of situation. That's why it's an eye opener for me to eat healthy and to have a lifestyle of change of lifestyle. That's why the system is a changing lives and empowering lives, and as well as health and wealth.
Right. So far you found that mood is up or attitude is up. You're in far less pain. You're eating better. You're feeling better. And where do you see like this going for you sometime in the future? Like, did you also turn it into a business? I mean, it doesn't have to be a business. If you're sharing it with people and you're getting you're getting products for free, and you're having the health benefits that you're experiencing right now, that's plenty. But are you also turning it into a business as well?
At first, I'm too shy to share it, because at first I'm not that I'm so private. But when you do this system, I mean, where you're into it, it's like eating in a restaurant. When you feel great. I mean, when you eat the food, it's great. It's it's delicious. You have to share it, right? But when I share this feeling that I'm feeling for the system, it's so amazing. You know why? Because you're being paid for sharing. That's the biggest part of it. I mean, the wonderful part of it. You share it, and then you're being paid for. Not like when you share, when you go on a store or on a place, and then you share it, you're not being paid for that. But when you do the system and you share it, you're being paid for. That's the beauty part of it. That's why I saw myself doing this for a business as well.
Excellent. So were you working, or what kind of work do you do now in the transition? So, or are you doing this full time now?
Oh, yeah. I'm with my coach Lisa, and some of my coaches as well, and some of the trainings that the company is giving. Yeah, I empowered myself with that. I think I can.
So you've decided to do this as your
for a long time. Yeah.
So you're doing this as a profession now, as opposed to transitioning part time into something. So what did you do? What kind of work did you do before this?
Right now I'm a line cook on a restaurant.
Okay.
And then I own a cleaning company.
Excellent. Okay, good. So entrepreneurial.
Mm-hmm.
So you're an entrepreneur, and then you're also doing this as well. Where do you see this going for you in the next few years?
Oh, not years. Within the year, I wanted to hit my goal when I by the end of the year. I can see myself in a 6-digit income.
Very nice. So have you I know you're still kind of new at this, so you may not have a whole bunch of examples, but have you started to have some examples of people that have similar stories to you? Like, have you sponsored or sold somebody that has a very interesting story like you do?
Yeah. I had some people that hop on board that are very similar to me, which is I think half of the people that hopped into to the system are all the same as my I have before.
Really?
That's why they are. Yeah, when I shared it in the media, when I shared that story, they hopped in because we're on the same board before. That's why.
So you find yourself
That's
helping
the
a lot
beauty
of people.
Australia.
Yeah, you find yourself helping a lot of people in a similar situation.
Yes,
well,
yes.
Well, that is
That's
excellent,
correct.
and I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear about your mom. You know that she died a few years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
thank you.
And it's a wake, like you said, a wake-up call to realize that you know what, it's better to kind of handle. It's kind of better to try to keep as good care of yourself as you possibly can, for as long as you possibly can. You know, we're all going to go one of these days, but it's horrible if you go unhealthy. So in reference in reference to the trip, I know you said you earned the money for the trip and you took the time to come to Orlando, which was kind of neat. So you got a chance to see certain sections of Florida. But how about the business so far and the support that you're getting from the people that you're surrounded by? Many people that I speak to tell me that they really love working with your company because there's so many great people and tons of support. So explain to us a little bit about your experiences with that.
Yeah, on the first day, when I hopped on board when I got the system, on the first day, the support started already to now. Even the highest or the highest position that we have in the company, they are very supportive every step of my way. So there's no you're part of the company that's they don't look on their level, but the camaraderie and then the support are very, very excellent. I think our company was this year's employer of the month. I mean of the year. It's
Excellent. Now I know you're going to be going over to the Philippines sometime. I think late spring, early summer, relative to your company opening up. What kind of cultural differences might there be between what happens here in the North America versus over in the Philippines? Or is it more or less still the same? Are there cultural reasons why they would want to do it? Are there financial reasons why they would want to do it? Are they healthier than people here in North America, less healthy? Tell me about the Philippines as a place where you'll be able to build.
For the Philippines, I think the system, especially when it goes to the media or the social media, and then they see the transformation of each and every one, it will become a fad. And then if it becomes a fad, I think they will hop into the program, no matter how expensive it is. That's the Filipino culture. When they see their friends, they transform like this. Especially Filipinos are very into, how they look, and how they fit into clothes that they wanted to. So if they see their friends and their relatives, that the transformation, I think it will be a good. It will be a good thing that this will be coming to the Philippines.
Excellent. So maybe we'll have you come back. And Lisa wanted me to ask you to do some stuff in I don't know if the term is Filipino, but maybe you might be able to join us again because we're running out of time now. Maybe you might be able to do some or say certain things, maybe give us 10 or 15 minutes that we could share with some people in the Philippines or use it in Filipino. Because I don't think we've ever done, we've done radio shows before for people from France and other countries, Spanish, of course. I don't think I've ever done one in Filipino. So maybe you'll be able to come back and help us with that as well. But I'm going to say, May Ann.
No problem.
Yep, I'm going to say, May Ann, thanks for being here. Lisa, I'm going to bring you back. I'll let you close it up.
Wow. May Ann, I'm so inspired by your story. I've actually never heard your story before, so that was really cool to hear your story. And
Thank you.
It's a huge reward for me just because I shared my story. My story has helped many, many people, and you being one of them. And you know what I'm really excited about is the fact that you are changing generations after you. And I just think that gives me goosebumps, like just knowing that, your mom passed away and you know that you want to be healthy in your future and you want your children to be healthy and you want your future generations to be healthy. And I just feel so blessed to have you on my team and to know that I'm part of helping your generations. And so thank you so much for joining our team and impacting so many people. And I see really big things for you. So,
thank
you. You're so
excellent.
welcome.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.
We're going to send you a link to our guest page, so you're going to get a couple of emails from us as well. You can fill it out, tell people your story, and for those people listening in, if you have some contacts in the Philippines and you want to work with them, make sure you check us out. We have a radio spot available. It's on for Lisa. It's like buildingfortunesradio.com/Lisa. She's the only one. So if you go there, you'll be able to hear the previous radio shows that we've done. We've even done one from her trip in Dubai. So she's bringing us internationally. And, yep, that's right. And we just really enjoy having you gals here telling this very interesting story. And probably the most important thing is the health-related issues and changing people's lives. That, to me, is so important. Money is wonderful, but when you're out of pain, you're not depressed anymore, you have more energy, your attitude is up. That's what living is all about. So we really enjoy those stories just as much as the money stories. But thanks for being here. We're going to catch everybody next time on Building Fortunes Radio.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingils. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.